But I'm honestly like, I'm trying to get rid of so many things right now. I'm trying to declutter and make space and get rid of things that, you know, like old hyperfixations or just like books I'm never gonna read, if I'm being honest with myself, which is really hard because I love books and I wish that I could read all of the books in the world, but I don't have the discipline or the patience or the time management. So oh my gosh. But yeah, I've just like, in general, I've just been trying to, I've realized that I'm kind of a hoarder. And I know that a lot of people say that like retro gamers and collectors are borderline hoarders, just like more socially acceptable. But yeah, I started doing some decluttering like back in the beginning of the year, but it was really good and it like kickstarted things for me, but it wasn't enough. I still have more stuff that I really need to part ways with. And I'm working on it. But speaking of books and things, I've had a really hard time getting rid of some stuff, but I got a ton of new manga vault. It's like a Cleo podcast. Yeah, this time it's just me without Momo. Had a lot of comic books you had to sell and went all digital. See, that's kind of where I am. That's a transition I'm working on making, and I'm trying to save only the things that I like really, really love, or a lot of us are content creators here, so I'll be honest. There are certain comic books and things that I decided literally today that I wanted to keep just because I would like to use them as props and things in the future. Ooh, Mel, you got a Kindle? Excellent. Yeah, see, in a perfect world, well, in my husband's perfect world, I would read all digital books. That's what it would be. So I'm slowly working towards that goal, and only keeping the ones that I like really, really love, or, you know, ones that I've read a bunch of times and just that type of stuff. But it definitely is. It's such a space saver, and I've realized that a lot of my clutter and space is books and things, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've already kind of like shifted a few things on my shelves. I've been thinking about redoing them. And then my you can't really see it right now, but the mirror that I usually have that's back here, it spins around, and the backside of it is a bookcase. Keep the ones in your exactly, Mel. So I've decided to get rid of ones that I bought thinking I would read, or ones that like people have gifted me, or ones that I like started reading and never wanted to finish, or ones that I just know that I'm never actually gonna read. I got rid of a bunch of comic books actually, and I had a couple more that I'm ready to get rid of. Trauma, you declutter and deep clean. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I'm trying to do. Some like spring cleaning. It's still spring technically. Friends asked if you had a problem because you literally have nothing in your room anymore. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You're like, no, I'm just trying to be digital, convert to digital and save space. We have way too much stuff, and I think it's because I'll hold on to things. Like, let's just talk about clothes for a second. I'll hang on to things because I'm like, oh, well, I don't have that many like nice business outfits, or like outfits I would wear if I wanted to like go out. So I keep things even though I don't love them, or probably like shouldn't keep anymore, just because I'm worried that once I do get rid of them, I will have nothing. I'll be like, you know, like, I would rather be that person that's like, oh my gosh, I have nothing to wear and have all these clothes in my closet, than be the person that's like, oh, I actually have no idea what to wear to that occasion because I only have 6 outfits and 3 of them are anime t-shirts. Yeah, learning to let go it's hard, but I've made a lot of progress lately. This year especially, I've grown a lot, and I've learned that like things aren't the most important, and I don't need to hold on to some of the stuff that I've had for so long. I don't. I'll be okay without it. Plus, like, I like new stuff, and I have new hyperfixations all the time, so like I like having new things and having stuff that makes me happy, and I've decided that like I want to have space for those things and not hold on to as much clutter of stuff that like is unnecessary or that I don't actually really have an emotional attachment to. You only have black shirts, and I bought a lot of the same. Okay, see, but that's another thing, especially with pants. Like if they fit right, then for sure, just buy a bunch of the same exact kind, because I feel like it's so hard, like it's so hard to find pants that fit the right way or are gonna be comfortable. I think pants are my biggest struggle for sure. Yeah, but a vast majority of my closet is black, and an even bigger portion of that is my hoarding self taking notes on my decluttering tips. I'm just here to help. It's something I've struggled with in the past. I freely and openly admit that, and I'm just here to help, hopefully. Hoping that my personal struggle can assist someone else. But yeah, I want to, and I'm like, you know, I'm an adult now, so I feel like I should have adult things. I don't need to be hanging on to high school me and all that stuff. I'll keep some important stuff and like, you know, papers and things like that, artwork and stuff, but a lot of it can go, I think. A lot of it. Of chat. You only did it for aesthetic pictures? Oh my gosh. The clothes or the decluttering, the having nothing in your room anymore? I do it because I'm neurodivergent and I'm super weird about clothes, and if my clothes are uncomfortable, then that's like all that I can focus on. So that's another thing that's helped me, is like if I wear something and I notice that I'm uncomfortable for any significant portion of time, I just get rid of it. Oh, the decluttering. I mean that too, a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Decluttering. That was a great chat about decluttering, you guys. And I've decided I'm just gonna become the ultimate starter collector, and I'm just gonna have a ton of volume 1s, because the rest, if I really love it, I'll read it digitally, or I'll do what Momo does and I'll just get ones that I like the cover of. That's kind of what I did with JJK, because I have been reading that one digitally, but I have volume 0, and then while I was gone I picked up volume 11 just because I liked the cover. And I wanted to get one that I hadn't read yet. So I know that I do not have space to collect all of the manga that I want to collect, so I've just decided that I'm gonna do a bunch of volume 1s and ones that I really like the cover of while I was gone, and some cute new socks. Ooh, lots of snacks though, and I'm so excited about the snack thing. But I'm trying to think. Oh, Ooh, I got a ton of stickers, and I'm so excited to send Trauma her little care package because she sent me the little dust plug things so that I could make my little JJK charm for my Switch. So I told her, I was like, you have to let me send you something back. I'm gonna send you some stickers and stuff. And so I'm very excited to send Trauma her little care package